Hello Prathum 3 students, this is your science teacher, Teacher D. In this video, I will guide you on how to answer page 73, exercise H of your science workbook. This is not only the exercise, but there is another or succeeding exercises that we will discuss after this. Okay, now let's begin. Look at the picture. This is a diagram of a solar thermal power station. Let us read. Diagram A shows a solar thermal power station. Again, diagram A shows a solar thermal power station. Sunlight is reflected onto a solar receiver tower using mirrors. So as you can see, there are a lot of mirrors under a solar receiver tower. Okay, again, sunlight is reflected onto a solar receiver tower using mirrors. Sunlight is converted into heat energy in the solar receiver tower to warm up water in the power station. Again, sunlight is converted into heat energy in the solar receiver tower to warm up water in the power station. So from solar energy, which is from the sun, there is the sunlight, it's a light energy, it is converted into heat energy, that is to warm up the water in the power station. Steam from the heated water is used to spin the turbines in generators to produce electricity. Again, steam from the heated water is used to spin the turbines in generators to produce electricity. Look at the picture. This is diagram B. Diagram B shows a hydroelectric power station. Diagram B shows a hydroelectric power station. It makes use of running water from rivers. As you can see, there is a dam across the river. So it makes use of running water from rivers. A dam is built across a river to store a huge amount of water in a reservoir at great heights. A dam is built across a river to store a huge amount of water in a reservoir at great heights. Water flows through the small opening at the bottom of the dam and spins the turbines in generators to produce electricity. So when they open the gate of the dam, running water or the flowing water from the river will go down and it will produce a huge amount of kinetic energy. So it will spin the turbines in generators and then electricity is produced. Now let us answer diagram A. Let us all read all together. Number 1, diagram A shows a solar thermal power station. Sunlight is reflected onto a solar receiver tower using mirrors. Okay. Sunlight is converted into heat energy in the solar receiver tower to warm up water in the power station. Steam from the heated water is used to spin the turbines in generators to produce electricity. Number 2. Diagram B shows a hydroelectric power station. It makes use of running water from rivers. A dam is built across a river to store a huge amount of water in a reservoir at great heights. Water flows through the small opening at the bottom of the dam and spins the turbines in generators to produce electricity. Now let's move on to exercise I, page 74. Let us read the instructions. Look at these people. Tick the actions that conserve electricity, cross the actions that do not. So it is simply checking the actions that conserve electricity and crossing the actions that do not. This one, the first one here, look at the picture. The boy is turning on the switch of the ceiling fan and also the air con. Do you think it conserves electricity? No. So you put X on or inside the circle. It does not conserve electricity. That action does not conserve electricity. Next, look at the arrow. The girl is playing with her doll while the television is on. So do you think that action conserves electricity? No, it does not conserve electricity at all. Next, look at the arrow, this one here. The other girl is sleeping while the television is on. So she is not watching TV. She is asleep. Do you think that action conserves electricity? Certainly not. No. That action does not conserve electricity. Next, this guy here. The other boy is turning off the table lamp. As you can see, switch off. Yes, that action conserves electricity. Now let's move on to exercise J, page 74. Looking on to the exercise I, suggest 2 ways how the people in the diagram above can conserve electricity. Number 1, they can turn off the television because both girls are doing something other than watching television. So they can turn off this television and do something. So just 2 ways how the people in the diagram above can conserve electricity. This is number 2. The boy may turn off the ceiling fan because the air conditioner is on. Or the boy may turn off the air conditioner and turn on the ceiling fan. So he may choose what appliances to switch on. Exercise K, page 75. Harmful conditions. Look at the picture. This is called overloading. Again, this is called overloading. Overloading. What condition is this? It's an overloading condition. This is not good. This is harmful conditions. Another harmful condition, damaged insulation. Look at the picture. Damaged insulation. What condition is it? It's a damaged insulation condition. This is harmful condition. Another harmful condition, look at the picture. This is damp condition. It is wet. This is harmful. So what condition is it? It's a damp condition. Exercise L, page 75. Number 1. Check regularly and replace damaged or worn out cables. Is it a good or bad habit? Yes, it is a good practice. So this is a good practice, not a good habit, but rather a good practice. So you draw a smile if it is good, and if it is not good, you draw a sad smiley. Okay? This one, number 2, use air conditioners every day. Is it a good practice? No, it is a bad practice. So you draw a sad face there, or a sad smiley. Number 3, ensure your hands are dry before touching any switches or plugs, okay? Yes, it's a good practice. You draw a smiley or a smiling face. Number 4, using loosened plugs can help to save money. Is it a good or bad practice? No, it's a bad practice. You do not use loosened plugs because it is harmful. Number 5, keep all cables away from water and heat. Is it a good or bad practice? Yes, it's a good practice. You need to keep all the cables away from water and heat because it can damage the insulation. Number 6, do not use faulty electrical appliances. Is it a good or bad practice? It's a good practice. You must not use faulty electrical appliances. Number 7, pull the plugs by their cords. Look at the picture. Is it good or bad practice? No. You do not pull the plugs by their cords. It's a bad practice. Okay, you draw a sad smiley face. Exercise M, page 76. Number 1, an example of fossil fuel is coal. Look at the picture. This is an example of fossil fuel. Number 2, switch off the lights before leaving the room. This is a way to conserve electricity. Number 3, sun, wind, and water are renewable energy sources. So this one here, look at here. This is powered by wind. This is powered by the sun. This is powered by the running water. These are all renewable energy sources. Number 4, in solar thermal and fossil fueled power stations, water is heated to produce steam. They need to produce steam because it drives the turbines in the generator to produce electricity. Number 5, in wind power stations, wind turns the blades which drive the generator. Number 6, we should avoid overloading or connecting too many appliances to one socket at the same time. Look at the picture. This is called overloading. This is harmful condition. We should avoid this one. A dam is built across a river to store water in a reservoir. This is a reservoir. In geothermal power stations, the heat energy from deep inside the earth is used to make steam. Okay, next, exercise M. You answer all these questions here, okay, from 1 to 8, and then you write the answers in here also. So you write the letters in each box to form words that is the answer to this one, okay? That's all for this video. I hope you learned something new, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.